Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. So I wake up this morning and tomorrow will be 30 days on my raw. So I'm sitting there thinking about, like, dang girl, you really didn't even think you could do 3 days and you a month in. It's a beautiful thing, okay? So I'm like sitting there just, now I'm reflecting, I'm just reflecting on all the things that, because this year been something different, okay? And I'm like, just thinking about how you couldn't tell me that all the things that I have done in this last year that I would have done, or been, that I'm here just a year later. I wouldn't have believed it, child, okay? So I'm like sitting there thinking, and I definitely partnership with God, but just trying to think of like what it took, and it's priorities. You have to question where your priorities lie. And there's a multitude of things. People complain about weight, they complain about friendships, they complain about relationships, they complain about family situations, they complain about their job, where they're living, all these things, right? But where do your priorities lie daily? If it's losing weight, do you give any priority to eating better, getting more active, drinking more water, doing anything that would help you with weight loss? If it's relationships, do you ever question yourself on what am I contributing that I'm still sitting in this? As far as you don't like it, so you move around it. You don't have to be around people. And even family, you don't have to be around them. Now, if you got to stay with them, that's something different. But other than that, you don't have to be around anybody. And you're choosing to be around them and letting them treat you any kind of way. If it's something in your life, what decisions are you making to... what decisions are you waking up making daily to change your situation? And a lot of times it's nothing but complaining. You'll do nothing but complain and want it to change. And I was even thinking about that, and I'm like, well, maybe it got a lot to do with us being raised on Disney movies and everybody had a hero, right? There's no hero in this story. You have to make a decision that you're going to do better. You have to prioritize what is important to you to get there. And it'll be subtle things, like me getting to this point where I could do 30 days with no cooked food, just eating fruits and vegetables and drinking water. I have been in this process for years, okay? And even with me being vegan, I wouldn't have told you I could do raw. And no, I was never the fake meat eating vegan. I do not believe in that. That vegan meat is chemicals. So if you are going to transition, I say transition slowly off of things. I would rather you eat the regular meat and be coming off of that than eating Impossible meat. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how y'all can fathom or rationalize a vegetables blended up, cooking like a burger, sizzling and looking like it's bleeding. That is not real food. Do not eat that. But yeah, I couldn't even fathom that I could be able to eat raw for more than a few days. I'm like, just because I didn't want to. Not that I thought it was impossible. I did not want to do it, so I didn't. Priorities, right? Yeah, it takes you caring about it. It really does. You can't sit there and complain about something that is hindering you and not be part of the change of it. You're the one that's going to care about it most, right? So if you don't care enough to change it, who else do you think is about to? What it came down to for me, because I love eating just like the next man, okay? I mean, eating. I'm not eating natural because I don't think the food doesn't taste good. I love it. I love it all, okay? And I can cook it, which makes it worse. I can cook anything I put my mind to, okay? Which made it worse for years. But I think the thing that really shifted it for me was me getting married. Now, I was engaged, there was a process before I got married. But it wasn't real. It wasn't real until I got married. And I think something clicked in me, like, everything that you have been shown, everything that you were seeing was going to happen, it's happening now. You have to make a decision to be in a better place. Yeah, it's not a thought. I am a wife. And now me being a wife, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm about to be a mom. Like, that's real. Now that I'm married, I'm ready to be having children. And so whatever I want to be teaching, I have to do it. I'm not trying to be a parent where I do what I say, not as I do. I want to be doing what I'm asking of them. And I will be breastfeeding, so it's not like they're going to be eating right off the bat. But I want to be doing what I need to do for them in my womb. I want my body to be telling them, we love nutrients. We eat food for nutrients. Not to be snacking, not to be comforting ourselves, not to be having a good time. But we need food for nutrients. And I want to start that. I want to start that in myself. I want to start that when I'm carrying. So when they come out, mama doing what she need to do, and they gonna just jump on board because that's what we do already. We have to start prioritizing what's important to us to get ahead of it. Not to, I was thinking about it, and now we doing this, we're gonna work this out together. I want my kids to be amazed when they talk to people. Like, my mama was what? She used to do what? Not my mama. Not my mama. She don't play about none of that. She don't play about no chemicals. She don't play about nothing, eating trash. She don't play about eating meat. She don't play about eating dairy. She don't play about none of that. That's who I want my kids to know. Y'all can tell them y'all stories or whatever. Tell them that I used to cater and that I used to be slanging them plates back, okay? They'll know by stories, not by what we're living, okay? And when I was like thinking over that, people choosing to prioritize things, like, what made me choose to prioritize it? Yes, I want if anybody's seen my video, my driving force about eating clean for the last year's was about my children. I don't even know necessarily that I was doing it for me for a long time, and maybe that's why I was wavering and eating crap, because I wasn't always doing it to be healthy. I'm like, I know how hard it is to come off of that stuff, and I just want to teach better. You know, I don't want my kids to have to go through. Now, if they choose later, that's their choice, right? But I don't want what I taught having to be unlearned so they can live a healthy life. So that was my driving force for a long time. That bird is doing this thing, okay? It sounds like it's on my shoulder. Yeah, I don't want them to have to unlearn it and relearn the right things. I want them to know the right things, and if they choose that they want to partake and do other things later, you know, that's their decision, and that's not for me to change one way or another. But anybody watching this that know me personally and might come across my kids, y'all better not feed them no garbage, okay? Just because they at your house or around your kids, don't you dare, because I'm going to always send them with a lunch pack, okay? Don't you dare think because they with you, you about to just, I'm talking about when they 16, maybe out here making a little money and decide like, oh, this is what I want to spend my money on, taste it, and let their stomach hurt on their own decision. Don't you be doing that to my kids. I digress. Keep it cute. But you have to really ask yourself, am I too weak to get to what I want? Because they're your desires. It's things that you want in your life. Nobody told me to eat naturally. I mean, I follow Crystal, the lady with the herbs. Anybody that, you know, she be pushing it. But I'm talking about my regular life. Nobody was saying, like, do better, clean up your diet, clean up your eating life. You know, nobody was telling me that. I told myself that. Like, this is something I want to change for me, my family, and my children. So why am I struggling so hard with it? Sitting there like, oh, I just want some Flavor Hots. Your girl loves some Flavor Hots. I loved Flavor Hots, right? And I ain't had none in I mean, maybe some years. I love them. I'm talking about Go To Snap. Why is it so hard for me to put them down? Well, one part is the addictive factors in it. I probably have some parasites in there calling for them. But the other hand, I just wanted to go get Flamin' Hots. That's what I wanted to spend my money on, would go out of my way to go grab them. And several times a week, okay? It wasn't just let me get a bag. I wanted them, okay? And that's probably why I was having such a hard time with them hot noodles and them things. Because I subbed them on in, okay? Like, I can't eat the Flamin' Hot. I was tearing them hot noodles up. But I had to let them go. And somebody just showed me a video. I seen a video on somebody's page the other day. It made me want to throw up about eating them. Like, literally, I got sick to my stomach. Anyways, ask yourself, am I too weak to get to what I want? Nobody else wants it for you. It's something that you waking up sad that you ain't got, or that you're not looking like, or that you're not feeling like, or that you don't have in your life. It's making you depressed. It's making you feel incomplete. It's making you feel like you're not doing the right thing. So are you too weak to get to what your heart desires? That's something to really chew on, y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Are you too weak to get it? I know what I deserve. I know what you deserve. I love y'all.